You're standing on a wooden pier in the Togean Islands watching a sunset so orange it looks filtered, while knowing your entire day, including world-class diving, 3 hearty meals, and a cozy bed, cost less than a single dinner in a major city.
That is the magic of Sulawesi. It's a place where you can trade a little bit of travel time for some of the most affordable, pristine diving on the planet.
It's rugged, it's remote, and today we're showing you exactly how to navigate it without breaking the bank.
Hello and welcome to IndoDiveX, a podcast about diving, ocean stories in the incredible underwater world of Indonesia. I'm Kai.
And I'm Mia. In this podcast, we explore marine life, diving adventures, and the magic of the Coral Triangle.
Today, we are tackling a question we get all the time. Is it possible to dive the massive K-shaped island of Sulawesi on a budget?
The answer is a resounding yes. While luxury liveaboards here can cost upwards of $7,000, a savvy budget traveler can explore these same waters for approximately $500 a week, inclusive of local transport, basic accommodation, and core diving activities.
It all comes down to what experts call the time for money trade-off. Sulawesi is the world's 11th largest island, and its 4-peninsula geography makes travel a bit of an adventure. But if you're willing to skip the private charters and travel like a local, the savings are massive.
Let's start in the south. Most travelers land in Makassar, the gateway to the region. From there, you'll want to head to Tanjung Bira at the southernmost tip.
Right, and here's your first budget tip. Avoid the private car charters that cost around IDR 900,000. Instead, look for a mobil travel, a shared minivan that departs from the Pinnacles area. It costs between IDR 180,000 and 220,000 and drops you right at your guest house in about 5 to 6 hours.
Once you're in Bira, the Bira Dive Camp model is a budget diver's dream. They offer intensive packs where you can get 21 dives over 8 nights, including all meals and accommodation, for about $87 a day. Compare that to the $150 or $200 daily rates at many luxury resorts, and you can see why this is a favorite for backpackers.
And the diving there is high voltage. You're looking at shark-rich pinnacle sites like Pulau Kambing, where the currents bring in schools of rays and turtles.
Now, if you want to go even further off-grid, we have to talk about the Togean Islands in central Sulawesi. This is what people call the poor man's Raja Ampat. It is truly remote. Most resorts here operate on restricted generator power and have absolutely no internet.
It's a total digital detox. To get there cheaply, you have to master the ferry schedules. You can take an overnight ferry from Gorontalo for between 100,000 and 180,000 IDR, or a public ferry from Ampat for as little as 50,000 IDR.
Just a heads up for our listeners, bring cash. ATMs are non-existent in the Togeans, and you don't want to be the person who can't pay for their final boat ride because they ran out of rupiah.
Good call. And while you're there, don't miss Una Una. It's a volcanic island with black sand and massive prehistoric-looking sponges that have earned the area a Jurassic Park reputation. You can find simple eco-resorts there for as low as 150,000 to 300,000 IDR a night, including meals.
Moving north to Manado and the Bunaken Marine Park, the budget strategy shifts slightly. The biggest mistake people make is staying in Manado City and paying for daily boat transfers to the reefs.
Exactly. If you stay on the islands of Bunaken or Siladen, you eliminate those daily fuel surcharges. And here is the ultimate local hack. Use the public ferry from the harbor behind the Celebes Hotel. It leaves around 2 p.m. and costs only 50,000 IDR. A private boat for that same 45-minute trip can cost 600,000 IDR. That's a 12-fold price jump.
That's enough savings for at least 2 more dives. Bunaken is famous for its vertical walls that plunge hundreds of meters into the blue, where you'll see thousands of colorful fish and resident sea turtles.
Before we wrap up, we have to mention the logistics of Wakatobi in the southeast. It is a biodiversity powerhouse with 750 coral species, but the budget hurdle here is the flight.
Yes, Wings Air dominates the route to Wangi Wangi, and they are very strict with a 10-kilogram baggage limit. If you're over, the surcharges can add up fast.
Our pro tip for Wakatobi: Rent your heavy gear, like BCDs and regulators, when you arrive. Just pack your mask, computer, and a light wetsuit in your carry-on to stay under that 10-kilogram limit and save your money for the dives.
It's amazing how much you can see when you embrace what locals call rubber time, the flexible Indonesian approach to schedules.
It's true. Diving in Sulawesi on a budget requires a bit of patience and a telecom cell SIM card for the only reliable signal on remote islands, but the payoff is incredible. You aren't just saving money, you're getting a much more authentic experience by staying in village-based homestays and supporting local communities.
These reefs are part of the Coral Triangle, the most biodiverse marine environment on Earth. By choosing sustainable local operators, you're helping protect this living library of the ocean.
Every dive here is a reminder of why we need to keep exploring and, more importantly, why we need to keep protecting these waters.
Thank you for listening to IndoDiveX. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to follow the podcast and share it with fellow ocean lovers.
Until the next dive, keep exploring and keep protecting our ocean.